He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turns on the Jets. Wide open spaces. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the catch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball in the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you can tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Still on his feet at the 25. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It leads to 2nd down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds. For a short gain. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the catch, it's Bernard. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give is to Miller.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They give it to him again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough and they'll mark it at the 23. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Miller with the ball. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Unloads quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown Tide!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's got him. He's not going to get in. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and the lead remains at 6.
Alabama 6, South Carolina 0.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Sellers. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it up.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On the run, fires downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. He turns it loose to the left. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They're now up 9-0. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
To the air, it's Russell. Takes the easy one to the back. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quick release by the QB. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the back. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
Crimson Tide now has it on second down as we open the final period. Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama pushing the tempo. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Up-tempo for the offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Alabama.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 9. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover.
Brings up 4th and goal.
White 18, Rocky switch. White 18, Rocky switch.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock.
South Carolina.
One more play to pad the stats. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Hard running there. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.